Hello everybody. There is one more important thing that I want to cover here that I'm only barely going to scratch. The thing I want to talk about is error handling. Now, that's an entire philosophy in and of itself, but I want you to at least see that there are tools in the stream methods that will let you deal with errors in strings. So let's give you an example. Right now, if you remember the way the FizzBuzz program works, it is going to output a document with numbers and fizz and buzz and FizzBuzz given this input, a list of 1 to 100. Now we're going to modify this a bit. I'm going to add a little bit of text to it. So the program that I wrote is only built to deal with integers. So it can only mess with numbers that are coming in. When it gets a non-numeric character, it causes some problems. So I'm going to run the program again, and you'll notice that it stalls. And check this out over here. This is the CPU processor is just running, and the program is not doing what I want it to do. So I'm going to Control C, which is going to break out of the program. I hit break. I'm going to stop the debugger, and I'll show you a way to at least acknowledge to your program that you know that there could be a problem. So in this case, we're going to take that same in-fs variable, and helps if I spell it right. In-fs dot good. So what I'm doing here is, and you can look in section 9.6 of the Zybooks textbook to see more examples of functions that deal with streams and if they're properly working. I'm adding to my while statement that while we are not at end of file and we are still good, so we are not in an error state. In-fs is not in an error state. We are going to do a bunch of things. At the point that we enter an error state, it's going to break the processing and exit out of the while loop. Alright, so what we should expect is with this input file, it will get down through 12 and it will choke on 13. Let's see what it does. And go. Run through. So we have exited with code 0, which you notice is different than last time. Let's look at output.text. It got down to 12 and then it choked as it's working its way through 13. So I didn't right there go through all of the ways that you can fix this, that you can have an idea of what your users are going to be able to input and work around it, because, as I mentioned, that's an entire programming philosophy that is better dealt with elsewhere. However, you should know and need to know that there are ways to deal with whatever errors and whatever weird things your users might throw at you.